Nick, when you look at your bench, what elements are missing? What can they or do they need to bring?
Well, I mean, listen, they've had their moments, I think, up and down this year for sure, it's always been a challenge, I think, to figure out exactly what we're doing. It's been different starting lineups and different rotations coming off and all those things, and that challenge continues to remain the same. And I've got to help them. I mean, listen, I tell you this all the time, we need immediate energy from them, right? Like they got to go in there and get into the game quickly, and really from a defensive and rebounding standpoint, right? Because there's been a lot of times when we've really got a great rhythm going at both ends, and even just one or two subs seems to change that pretty quickly, and that just shouldn't be the case if you're ready to go and you're defending and rebounding, right? And then, if you want to extend it out there a little bit, I mean, listen, we got Gary there to provide a scoring punch. Chris and Precious are our energy guys. Will's kind of our backup point guard now, that needs to run the show and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, there's some guys there that have pretty specific duties there, and we just got to make sure they're getting it done a little bit more consistently.
You've got some guys with that group that are getting used to new roles and playing together, and then you guys are trying to figure out kind of what works, what doesn't work. Is that something that's tough to do this late in the season?
Well, I think it's tough to do all the time, Josh. I mean, I know, like, it's one of the things that we talk about a lot, right? You guys know who's the starters, who's the bench, can you get the rotations, solidified, can you do whatever? And I think we all, when you guys are asking those questions, you guys are asking for some clarity and for some, are we finding the right combinations and all that kind of stuff? And then I always keep saying to you that it's always a work in progress, because it is, with guys in and out. So we haven't done a great job of the work in progress, but we've got to stick with it. I mean, listen, these guys have played very, very well at times this year too, and we just got to get more performances that lean on for me, the average or the treading water type performances. We just can't have the dam break free, like it did in the last game.
Nick, with Precious, it seemed like last year, whether things were going well or things weren't, he was playing with force. Like, even when he was making mistakes, it seemed like aggressive mistakes. Do you feel like he's lost some of that aggression, and why do you think that is?
Well, he's certainly had a difficult year. I mean, I think his injury was really serious and kept him out for a long time. I thought he's shown some good moments right when he came back from that injury. I think that... I think he's searching right now a little bit, and we're just hoping to help him settle into something. I think that positionally he's had to play a lot more 5 this year. I don't think that maybe that's his best spot. He's probably a little bit more of a wing type defender for us, and we've had him at the 5 quite a bit. We're going to see if we can work that out, stick with him. I mean, he's going through a little bit of a tough patch right now. He's going to have to use some of his energy and force, to work his way out of it, and we're going to help him do it.
And on the flip side, with Will, did you feel like he's just fit in seamlessly in terms of what you want out of him?
Will's done a pretty good job. I mean, listen, he's playing the right way. I think he's experienced enough to get out there and run the team and keep things organized. He's very, very coachable. He's very smart. He understands the game plans, and he's also he's put in a tough spot with those guys a little bit. He's become a little bit of a leader, and he's on them a little bit to try to that's their group kind of, that they've got to go out there and perform a little bit better, and he's trying to work with them and motivate them and all those kind of things too. So he's been a pretty nice addition that way.
You brought back Dalano and Christian. You could have brought back Doughton. What went into that?
Well, Christian is kind of always the plan, was about right now to get him back with us, get him some games down there. Could see us using him here as well as a backup to Yak. And as far as Jeff, I mean, Jeff's a tough one. He's played very well for us, I think, but he's only got 7 games left to dress for us. So we're trying to play that as we can play it here. I don't know how that's all going to work out, but I feel like we should probably save those. I mean, we may need them for injury reasons, so we gotta kind of be careful of that, right? If we need them down the stretch.
With your bench kind of in flux, do you think Dalano will get an opportunity here, or is...
I think anything's in play right now. Yeah, I think anything's in play tomorrow night. Yeah.
Is there any discussion of converting Jeff before the season?
I don't know. I don't know if there is or not.
When you're this deep into a year, like, you're trying to deliver the same message a lot, but how do you sort of go about that so it doesn't get stale?
Well, listen, it's been it's been some ups and downs for sure this year, and I think that it's the hard part about it is that in our last game we played great for a long segment. I mean, great, right? And then we played really not so great. Really not so great?
You could use
really not so great. I don't know what to soften that up as much as I can. No, I mean, so it's just too high and too low in the same game. Like, of course we want the great, right? And there was lots of minutes of great, like incredible defense, great offense, like lots of stretches of it. And what I always say is we got to stretch those out, and the other ones just can't be so far below average. You know what I mean? They just gotta be holding. If they're average, that's good enough. If they're a little bit below average, that's probably good enough. But they just can't be so far below average where all the hard work we did for 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 22 minutes, 28 minutes just disappears in 3, right? So that's the hard part. To get back to your question, is there's a lot of really good basketball, and you got to keep reminding them of that. And we just gotta, we gotta figure out how to extend that really good basketball into more minutes. That's really the trick right now. And if we do, we've seen we can play really good against really good teams.
Going back to Christian.
Yep.
Any progress that you've seen from him in the 905?
No, just listen. I think we've liked Christian. He's provided some really good stuff for us defensively, right? Getting him the minutes and reps down there. Again, just trying to get him to figure out different ways he can score, right? Get him more reps on the rolls, and it isn't just a dump off or a dunk every time. There's got to be other finishes there. But defensively, he's been really good for us, and just trying to get him some more court time and all that kind of stuff. And again, we'll see what he can do down the stretch with us here.
With these games being so important, how do you find the balance between letting guys work through things, as you mentioned with Precious, for example, and needing guys out there that are helping you win right now?
Well, it's probably pretty difficult to let guys play through or a group play through, right? Like, I mean, listen, this isn't the first time this year we've been through this, right? I think you guys will remember we went through a really tough stretch, and then it was getting to be where the starters were pushing up towards 40 minutes a few nights there. We came back and we tried almost a whole nother system with the second unit. We started playing zone a little, and that kind of held water for 4 or 5 games, and we hit the All-Star break, etc. So we've been trying to manage this a lot of different ways. But to answer your question, I mean, you know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it as if you come out there and perform off the bench. You could have as long as 15 straight minutes, right? If you don't, you can have as short as 4, and that may be it, right? Like I know that's tough, but I think that's where we are. Yeah.
What have you made of Fred? I think he's averaging 10 assists since the trade deadline.
Yep.
What have you made of him kind of playing this role more of a facilitator? How have you seen him kind of setting up his teammates recently?
Yeah, really good. I think that he's had some just really solid kind of floor games. You know what I mean? Like, he's running the team, he's getting the ball where it goes, he's knocked in a few shots here and there. made a couple big ones when we needed them as well. You know, kind of like his game. But no, I've liked the way he's played. He's played really good defensively too, like really good defensively. So he's been playing well.
Was it a conversation you guys had in terms of him being more of a playmaking role, or has it just kind of naturally evolved into this?
Well, I think that our conversations always lend toward let's make sure we make the right play on offense, right? Let's hit the open man on offense, and we're really trying to go over that, especially maybe in the last 6 or 8 weeks we've made a big emphasis. So you're probably seeing some of that, yeah.
Because at the beginning of the season there was a lot of talk about him playing off the ball. So has it just been that he's been so good on the ball as a playmaker, especially with Yak, that it's kind of been this way for the best?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about all that him off the ball stuff, right? I'm not sure I would buy into that part of it, right? We had talked about, when we get the ball off the rebound, Scotty, Pascal pushing the ball and him running the floor. We're still going to do that, and we still are doing that because that's still some pretty advantageous offensive play for us.
Now, you played, I think it's twice as many games in the G League this year as you did last year. How have you handled that? Like, how's that been?
Just kind of understanding, circumstance and situation. Just knowing that, I was set back with some injuries this year. So kind of just trying to find my way back into the rotation. Using the 9 to 5 just to get reps, just to stay in shape, stay ready. So it's never a downgrade. It's never a punishment type thing. Just going down there, staying professional, and being ready for my name to be called.
Was it hard to do that though? I mean, like 'cause off of last year, where you were at and where everything was going.
Definitely not hard. The organization is very transparent with us. Kind of just knowing our position, knowing our situation, knowing our role, and knowing that it's not a downgrade. Like I said, just going down there, using that time to get my reps up. Try and help bring my game to another level, and it's been helping me, and I've been grateful for it. So just kind of trying to use that to stay ready whenever my name is called. I could go in and make impact.
You feel pretty good about where your game is right now?
Pardon me?
You feel pretty good about where your game is right now?
There's always definitely a lot of room for improvement. I'm not in the rotation right now, but in our situation for the season, trying to make a nice, hard last push, going into the playoffs. So, I'm very understanding, and I'm just trying to be a professional every day coming into work.
What do you feel like you've improved the most on this season?
Just definitely being an all-around player, trying to get guys, more involved, and kind of just trying to figure out my own game. just trying to play with pace, learning how to slow it down, knowing how to pick it up, knowing when to use speed and when not to. So just kind of trying to figure out more reads and stuff like that.
Into your second season here, what have you learned about kind of being a pro in terms of have you picked up any habits or something like that too that you've incorporated pre-game or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. It's day by day to see a better day. You come in here every day just trying to be a professional, coming in knowing that you control what you can control. If you're not in the game, it's something out of your control. You could come in here and put in the work every day just so people can see that you're trying to get better, you're trying to get out there. So kind of just being a professional, that was kind of main thing I seen from these guys. Freddie, Pascal, being the first ones here every day. So kind of just learning from guys who have had their foot in the game for a while, guys who've been here for a while, and try and use that to help keep me going and have some longevity in the league.
You mentioned playing with the right pace. What's been the message from Nick and maybe the front office and what they want to see you improve that?
Definitely, when I'm playing with the 9 to 5, it's kind of just, it's not just one thing they want me to improve on. It's just kind of everything. Definitely playing off the ball. Playing with Pascal, playing with these guys who, have the ball a lot. You have to find yourself, get yourself open for them to where defenses are, focused in on them. You got to make reads, you got to make cuts, you got to hit open shots. So it's never definitely one thing. It's just an all-around game. Just try and go down there and, definitely try and win. Definitely try and, get guys better. Use my vocals, use whatever I can, use my pace, my speed. Get out and run. So they never set me down there to go work on one thing. It's kind of, just to get better all around and, stay ready.
And obviously you started with, playing for Canada in the summer. How happy are you with the progress you made with the jump shot from last season?
Definitely made a lot of progress. Still a lot of room for improvement. Every day just trying to get reps up, but it's never something you're going to be satisfied with. Guys are great shooters. Freddie can shoot it crazy. He's in here every day putting in work, so it's never something you're satisfied with to say you're very satisfied or you're happy with the improvement you made because you're always trying to work to get better.
Speaking of Canada, you debuted with the senior team last summer. Have you had any talks with Canada basketball or Nick about trying out for the team this summer to try to go to the World Cup or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. But right now, just focused on the season that I have right now. I'm always rooting for Canada, always have, always will be. But just trying to focus in on right now and what we have going on. But yeah, definitely Team Canada is something that I always look to play for, and it's been a great opportunity for me when I had the chance to this summer that just passed, and I'm always looking forward to in the future.
On that subject, how much do you pay attention to what some of the other Canadians around the league are doing throughout the season? You've got a couple of them coming in this week with Jamal Murray and Shea.
Not too much, man. I'm just, I'm happy that Canada has reached where it is with so much guys in the league. When I was growing up, there wasn't as much of us, and now, it keeps growing each year. So, I'm just happy for the development that Canada has made, but, just trying to focus on, what we have going on here, our team and our organization. So, I'm just happy for guys that are doing their thing around the league, and, I hope everyone continues to get better and continues to shine.
Pascal, how much are you looking forward to having a chunk of games at home? It feels like you guys have been on the road for a lot.
Oh yeah, it's been a little bit, so it feels good. Just go back to your bed, sleep in your bed, and just come to the gym, do your routine, and feels good. I always look forward to that.
I think it's 7 of 8, and your home record is pretty good. You need wins.
Right. Yeah.
At the moment, so I know it's one game at a time, but I can see it feels like kind of a crucial couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Good challenge. Go out there, play ball, and again, be a chance. I have a chance to be at home and just have an opportunity to get some wins. So it's good. It's good. Just like a good run, good stretch, and we just gotta keep doing what we do, and just see what we can do out here on this stretch.
Pascal, your free throws are down a little bit over the last few weeks. Something you feel like you're doing differently from earlier in the season, or
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Not getting to the free throw line at all. I don't know. I don't know if it's me or it's something else. But yeah, definitely a shift.
Fred, since the trade deadline, I think he's averaging 10 assists per game. Pretty high number for him. What have you made about just him in this facilitating role, getting teammates involved, especially since the trade deadline? Have you noticed?
I don't know. You telling me? I don't know. I think he's playing. Making good reads and just playing basketball. I didn't really see the difference, but yeah, it's interesting you said that. I didn't know. So yeah.
Pascal, I'm going to look ahead to Denver tomorrow for a second. What about OG and Yak that did a really great job of containing Jokic last time you guys played?
He's a tough coverage. It's not going to take just those two. We got to help. It's going to be a team effort. Understanding how they play, how he plays, and obviously those guys are doing a great job on him, but we got to help.
The same thing with Jamal Murray?
Yep.
The last few games, the starters on the floor, numbers look pretty good, able to build some leads. What happens when you're playing with some of the guys from the bench unit? Why such a big fall-off?
I don't know. Actually, I think sometimes the game just happens like that, and I think obviously with the starters we probably have a little bit more familiarity and things like that. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I just feel like we gotta maybe just understand each other a little bit better. Which again, those units are different, right? So you don't ever know.
What have you made of how Will Barton has been to the team so far?
I think he's good. He's a vet, someone that's been around, knows the game. And he's a good guy in the locker room too, so which helps. And I think he's just learning about how we do things, and I think he's gonna continue to get better at that and understanding his spots and stuff like that.
Nick was saying that Will has taken some ownership in terms of being a leader for that bench unit and bringing that sort of pride and getting things done. How have you seen that, and what has he meant so far in terms of the overall leadership?
Yeah, like I said, a pro. He knows what it takes, and he has that ability, and he's just being himself out there, and obviously having another voice out there in that group is important. So yeah, he's been good at that. I don't know. I think he's just got to continue to be himself, continue to work through whatever, and play hard. I think that's what he's got to do, and And I think all of us got to do that. We got to find ways to have energy and help each other.
Before the road trip, I mean, your numbers were really good. You're carrying a big load scoring, kind of not, the last 5 games, not what you've been doing. What was the change? What do you need to get back in terms of being a bigger producer?
I mean, I think I just got to, figure out, the flow of the offense, how we play and things like that. And some things are different, but I just think that I just got to continue to find my spots, continue to find a way into the offense and find my spots without, like doing too much or, overplaying and things like that. So, but I think just the main thing is just like having fun with the game. Like, this is like my joy and like the thing that gives me the most peace. It's like being on the floor, being on the basketball court. It's coming to the gym every single morning. It's getting my routine, like seeing the people that I work out with every single day. Like that's just it's my peace. Like it's what makes me happy, and I love the process of getting better and the process of struggling and finding a way out of it. Like all those things is like who makes me who I am and like what gives me the most joy. And I think that I just got to make sure that I keep that no matter what is around. Like finding a way to have that peace no matter what and have that joy no matter what. And it's challenging, but I think that like that's my biggest challenge. Just understanding that like this is my place. Like this is where I feel the most at peace and happy, and I have to keep that. Sometimes that can fade a little bit, which is normal, it's natural. We're humans, but I just gotta be able to get that and make sure that nobody takes that away from me.
And why would you say it fades at times? Like what kind of prompts that?
I don't know. I think a lot of things could do that. A lot of things from like energy around, or a lot of things from losing. A lot of things. So like it's a lot of things that can kind of make that fade away a little bit. Just because like I care so much about the game and I care so much about wanting to get better and wanting to win. But also I have to keep that balance, which is easier said than done. Like it's the hardest thing. But yeah, I think I'll be okay.
I think it's been a struggle to find balance, like say down the stretch, fourth quarters. Scotty gets a lot of responsibilities and things like that.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think it's everything. Like I said, like it doesn't even have to just do with the game. Like it could be anything. And I just feel like I just have to continue to be myself and yeah, like my goal as a player is to continue to get better and just like I feel like I was blessed by God with talent and I just got to figure out a way to squeeze out like every little thing that I could from the talent that God gave me and that's my mission every day. Like, and I want to continue to get better. I want to continue to learn. I know that it's not going to be easy. I know it's going to be times where it's tough, but I just got to be able to get over that. And I've been able to do that. But other than that, like it's great. It's awesome. I'm blessed. Like I'm doing what I love, and like I said, just finding a way to keep that joy and enjoyment, which is for me the most important thing.